Welcome to the Malt Miller YouTube channel, Homebrewers. Today we are taking a look at a new product that we've had into us that's got Martin and I a little bit excited. Martin, what are we looking at?
We're looking at Kegland Power Sprayer.
Ooh. So the Kegland Power Sprayer, Martin, what is it? I know it's a power sprayer, but what does that mean?
It's basically a versatile hand spray bottle, except it's rechargeable, so you don't have to pump it with your finger.
Okay, so it's a powered spray bottle.
Yeah, and you charge it up using a USB-C cable.
Okay.
But it's also got a few other tricks up its sleeve with a little accessory.
Right, so shall we dive into unboxing one of these, see what we get, how it works?
It could be the shortest unboxing video ever though.
Well, it's quite a small box, Martin, so I guess, yeah, it could be the world's quickest unboxing video, but let's take a look at what's inside.
Right, let's get into it. So, spray bottle.
How big's the spray bottle?
1 litre.
Ah, okay, so that's actually quite a nice size, isn't it? You can get quite a lot of whatever you're using in there.
USB-C cable.
Yep.
That's quite handy, so you can just put into a plug you've already got. And the spraying head.
Right, so it is literally just those three things.
Just those three things, James.
So how do we go about charging it? So you've obviously said come to the USB-C to Type A plug. So if you've got like a phone charger.
Yeah, on the back here, James, there's a little USB-C port which is covered over with a piece of silicone.
Okay.
You know, so you just fold that flap up and pop your cable in.
Right, cool.
And then you've got an indicator across the top there which shows you gradients of 25% of how much charge it's got.
Oh, okay, cool. How long does it take to charge?
I don't know, James. I've not got one which is completely flat.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I've kind of got it out of the box, stuck it on charge for like 30 minutes this morning. It's fully charged. So
right, okay, cool.
I don't know if that would be the same from flat.
Yeah.
Look, there's not much else to talk about on this head. You know, you've got a silicone tube coming down here. There's a little filter on the bottom to stop it from sucking up stuff and damaging it.
Yeah.
And there's a nozzle here which you can adjust. Little trigger button here which you press to turn it on and off.
Yeah. And the nozzle at the front here to dial that, that's like any other spray bottle where you're widening or narrowing the spray, right?
You know, you want a jet or do you want a spray?
Yeah.
So that's your adjustment on the end there.
Right, and we've obviously got a pretty durable, fairly standard plastic 1 litre bottle that we can fill with whatever cleaner or sanitizer that we want to be using through the power sprayer.
Yeah, and there's little measurement markers on the side of it.
Yeah.
You know, this could be quite a short video if there wasn't another little trick up its sleeve.
Okay, well, should we get some cleaner or sanitizer into this?
Yeah.
Or should we just use water for now?
I think water for now.
Yeah.
So, because we're just going to spray it around.
Well, I'm a little bit worried that you're going to try and attack me with it, so yeah. Yeah, so we've got a litre of water here. Now, it'd be brilliant if we had a funnel, but for some reason we've misplaced our funnel. So I'm going to try and not spill much of this. There we go, and I've hit the 1 litre line on there. Okay. So I'm assuming this then just goes in.
Screws on. I notice you're keeping hold of it because you don't trust me with it.
Well, yeah, because now I'm ready.
Loaded.
I'm ready for power spraying, right?
Fully loaded.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we test it out, spraying it back into there?
I think, yeah, good idea. Let's have let's spray some into the bottle. Whoa.
Right, so okay, you're on mist at the moment because the nozzle is right into the head.
Let's
bring that further out. Jet, okay?
Okay, it's worth noting, you probably noticed there that there was some leaking out of the side. That's because I've gone too far on the thread here, because that actually comes off entirely, which we're going to come on to in a little bit. Wow, that's really powerful, isn't it? Now, it's worth noting as well that this actually, the power in the pump will push up to 40 psi, right?
Yeah, it's really powerful pump for such a small size.
As you can see. Do you know what I'd quite like to do, Martin? I'd quite like to go outside and see just how far we can spray with this.
That sounds a great idea. Get really messy.
So we've come outside because in the interest of putting things to the test, we want to see just how far the power sprayer is going to spray. So we're a couple of meters away from our lovely Malt Miller sign here that could do with a little bit of a clean. So
that's all right.
Yeah, that's hitting it. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, let's go further.
All right, let's take another meter back.
Yeah, it's still hitting it.
Yeah, although it is a bit windy, so I'm going to try and compensate for the wind a little bit with that. I think we're probably about 4 meters in total there, maybe.
Maybe a little bit more.
Right, let's try now. And again, we'll see if we can compensate for the wind. Oh, I think that's probably
drifting off.
probably our limit there. All right, cool. Well, but that was a bit of fun, and we were doing some good as well. You did a bit of cleaning on our lovely signage out the front where the birds have attacked it.
I was really impressed at how good it was at getting that off.
I know. Well, that's down to that 40 psi pressure, right? So it is a reasonably powerful pressure. We emptied an entire litre out of that, and it's still at 100% battery.
Yeah.
The lithium-ion battery in there is long-lasting, so it's not like you're going to have to charge it in between every single brew day. The other thing as well that's worth noting is, this is designed to work with, yes, water for a bit of fun. I could see the kids running around the garden shooting each other with it. But also it is chemically resistant, so you can use, the kind of chemical cleaners and sanitizers that we're going to be using for home brewing.
Yeah, although I wouldn't leave the head on the bottle with chemicals in there, because over time the silicone can erode, which we found out on other spray bottles.
Yeah. Now, you said that it's got a few other tricks up its sleeve, right? What are we talking about?
Right, it's a real simple one, but essentially we can detach the nozzle completely, which you kind of did earlier, and you can purchase this lovely little device, which is essentially putting a keg post on there.
Oh, okay.
So then what you can do is connect this up to your lines, push cleaner through, so you're not having to use gas.
Right, so we can force cleaner through our beer lines on our kegerator, or if we've got transfer hoses or anything like that, anything with a disconnect on.
Yeah, or a tap, if you've got a tap with a disconnect on, like a party tap, again, just push cleaner through. And then once you've done that, you can push your sanitizer through.
Amazing.
So let's give it a go.
Well, our kegerator over there has just come back from a festival and probably could do with the lines being cleaned on that. So let's give it a go.
Okay, so we've got poppet, spring, post. In it goes. Now you are threading metal onto plastic, so make sure you don't cross thread it. Do it gently and steadily.
Obviously you have to apply a little bit of pressure because there's a spring in there which you need tension on. Okay, nice. So that's on there now. So actually it's not going to come out because the tension on the spring is preventing any liquid from flowing. We've also got, it's worth noting, there's actually, how on like your keg posts you'll have grooves on the gas posts. This has actually got 2 sets of grooves on it, so if you've got some other ones of these posts like knocking around, you're not going to get it confused with them.
I would say be careful not to lose this. You lose this, you're only going to be able to use it with the posts.
Yeah. Right, come on, Martin, let's get over to the kegerator, get some cleaning solution in there, get those lines cleaned. So we're over at our kegerator, which, like I said, has been to a beer festival, so it is desperately in need of certainly these 2 lines being cleaned, right?
Yep.
So let's open that up. Grab the first one out. There you go, Martin.
I'm just going to lift the collar on the disconnect and lock it on.
Okay, so if I open up, that is tap number 4, actually. So over here, open that up, open the flow.
So I've got purple line cleaner here, James. I've put 25ml in for the litre of water.
Yeah. And we can see that's now flowing through. And then we just follow the instructions with purple line cleaner to get that flowing through until we're happy that our beer line and all the tap and everything's clear. So we're done having some fun and doing some practical stuff to clean up a little bit around here. Now it's worth saying, right, there are loads of different like spray bottles available. We're big fans of the Foxy Plus that we sell that works kind of in different angles, but this just makes things that little bit more easy, right, around the brewery. Certainly when it comes to cleaning lines, you don't have to have a keg full of sanitizer or cleaner and use a load of CO2.
No, I have to confess, I've already bought one.
Well,
that's how much I know this is going to change what I do in my home brewing at home. That ease of just being able to push cleaner through without having to use my CO2 to push it out of a keg just simplifies everything. And you saw how easy and quick it was to do 2 lines. We pushed a litre of pipeline through 2 lines, clean.
Yeah.
Then water, sanitizer, job done.
Yeah, completely get it. And yeah, just being able to pick something up and get a really consistent spray. No need to keep squeezing the trigger. It's just on or off on this.
It doesn't have to be in your home brewery. My wife does a lot of gardening. She has spray bottles that she uses for cleaning plants and spraying plants, etc.
Getting rid of the aphids.
She's got one of these as well. It's multi-purpose. You can use it around the home in different ways like you would any spray bottle, except you don't have to keep pulling the trigger.
Yeah, it's literally one push to turn it on, one push to turn it off. yeah, I'm sold, right? I get it. Now, if you've got questions about the Power Sprayer, please do drop them down in the comments below. We're big fans. Definitely Martin's converted me. He's a great salesman. But if there is anything we haven't covered, please drop it down in the comments section below. We'll get back to you. Equally, follow the link below if you want to grab yourself one. Let us know if you think there are other situations where it might be beneficial to use it, right?
And as ever, if you've really enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button so you can follow us for more content. And don't forget to press like. Really does us a favour.
Yeah, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, right?
Oh yeah, and
never miss a video.
And you can follow us on all the other socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
And don't forget as well, if you want to stay up to date with everything we're doing here at Malt HQ, hit the link in the description below to sign up to our newsletter. And that about wraps it up. I think now we just need to go outside and have a water fight.
Yeah, I'm going to get another one.